Bam, Leute, und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Im letzten Part, da haben wir einen neuen Fall angefangen. Und zwar, glaube ich, wenn ich mich nicht irre, der letzte Fall des ersten Teils der Trilogie. Ja. Und da wurde Edgeworth angeklagt. Des Mordes beschuldigt. Mal wieder des Mordes. Wir haben ja natürlich keine anderen Fälle. In ganz Japan gibt's die ganze Zeit nur Morde für uns. Ja. Und wir verteidigen ihn jetzt. Und wir waren an einem See. Da wurde scheinbar jemand erschossen. Mit einer Pistole, Piu Piu. Und er ist ins Wasser gefallen und tot. Ja. Von daher gucken wir mal, ne? Was sich abgibt. Am Dezember, stimmt, das Jahr an Weihnachten ist jemand umgebracht worden. Halleluja. Karma? That's right. Manfred from Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case since in his 40 years career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. Huh. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. Also wir sind scheinbar gegen einen Typen namens Manfred von Karma. Also ein Deutscher, der in 40 Jahren nichts verloren hat. Cool. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Ja. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. Jetzt ist plötzlich 20 Mal. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alrighty then. Get ready to rumble. 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Das sieht ein bisschen bleich aus. Ist das ein Vampir, Alter? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Mars Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, hi. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got a judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe is first. Let's see how this goes. Hey there.
Describe the incident now. Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
Naja, also, very middle würde ich das jetzt nicht sagen, aber okay.
There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 AM, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. We went toward the boat rental shop.
Die sind in ein anderes Boot reingecrashed. Alles klar. Okay. Overhead map of Court Lake. Okay.
Testify to the court about the arrest now.
Wait, Mr. von Kalmer.
Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not. Okay. The arrest of Edgeworth.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
Okay, Manfred, alles klar. Chill deine Base. So, a man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Received a call from a man.
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Objection! Alter. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping, Lotta Hart.
What happened next, detective?
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review.
Oh, I'm a gumshoe.
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
That's where you found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Alter, kannst du mal deinen Schnabel halten?
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We had a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue, now.
The next morning a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. Didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Pistol bullet found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. Ich muss mal ganz eben kurz bisschen die Musik leiser machen für mich. So. Alles klar. Der Schuss. So we had to arrest Mr. Ashworth. Why is that?
Well, we found a murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right, sorry, Your Honor.
The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
Okay. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Der ist dasselbe laugh as Edgeworth. Das war eine Lache, okay.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
Uh-oh. What? Der sieht aus wie ein Vampir.
Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence?
Pistol, the murder weapon. Blah blah blah, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Nur diese Prints oder noch andere? Hab 3-mal abgefeuert, okay.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body.
Clock.
Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey Nick, what does he mean? Ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me?
Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Ja, das habe ich mir schon gedacht.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? Ja, er hat scheinbar den Hammer in der Hand, ne? Er hat den Schwengel, den dicksten, hier. Ist nicht gut. Defendant Lobby. Edgeworth, what's going on here? The fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. Yeah, you're useless. No, of course you're not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, anyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Da sind wir wieder. Ich muss, by the way, nochmal was kurz erwähnen. Und zwar, mein Laptop, beziehungsweise das Stromkabel, beziehungsweise der Stromadapter von meinem Laptop, ist tot. Vermute ich zumindest, weil der Laptop lädt nicht mehr. Ich habe jetzt mit einem anderen Kabel, das viel zu wenig Leistung hat, meinen Laptop aufgeladen vor der Aufnahme. Ich hoffe, dass der Akkustand reicht für diese Aufnahme, deswegen muss ich immer mal ein bisschen kurz auf meinen Akkustand gucken. Ja, wie gesagt, ich hoffe, es hält durch. So, das wollte ich noch kurz loswerden, weil ich wollte nicht einfach nicht aufnehmen, das wäre schade.
Court is back in session. Mr. von Kammer, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand?
Girl. Du bist es.
Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university.
That I am. Ich weiß immer noch nicht, was ich hier für eine Stimme gebe. Egal! Wir reden einfach, irgendwie.
Good.
Ich meine, bei ihm ist es einfach. Er sieht halt einfach böse aus. Gebe ich ihm eine tiefe Stimme, aber diese ganzen Mädels, die bringen mich um.
Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Oh. Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
Witness Account. Alles klar, lass mal hören. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two giants in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Hmm?
Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder.
Sadly.
Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Order! 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 I will have order!
Well, Judge,
the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant...
Moment mal. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
a cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Sie hat, also Moment, was hat sie nochmal gesagt? Sie hat einen Schuss gehört, sie hat auf den See geschaut, es war kein anderes Boot zu sehen, dann hat sie nochmal einen Schuss gehört. Aber es waren 3 Schüsse. Oder? Warte, ich gucke nochmal kurz. Wir können auch mal hier übrigens die Beweise angucken hier. Die Kamera nimmt automatisch Fotos bei lauten Geräuschen. One bullet shot to the heart. Okay. Taken automatically. Also an Weihnachten 0:15 Uhr. Ein altes Foto, ja, bla bla bla. Ja, das Monster. Die Map, die können wir nochmal kurz angucken. Ja, das ist das, okay. Match the murder weapon's barrel. Mhm. Also wurde von der Waffe gefeuert. Fired 3 times, ja. Okay, ich glaube, wir machen mal das. I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Ja, er scheint sich sehr, sehr sicher zu sein. Der liebe Manfred. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
I pray for your sake, this isn't a waste of time.
Yeah. Witness account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car. Okay. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further back off. Ja, ich probier's mal. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Oder auch nicht.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait, now I'm the one who says that?
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Okay. How this bang come up from the lake? Ja. Eigentlich weiß ich ja schon, was ich pressen will. So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time? No? I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Ja, er objected die ganze Zeit, wenn ich irgendwas laber. Two chances in a boat, there was another bang, there was another thing. Ich press mal hier, there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Okay. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das hier drücken soll, weil sie sagt nicht, dass es nicht 3 Schüsse gab. Sie sagt nur, sie hat einen anderen. Sie hat einen weiteren gehört. Aber da kann ich eigentlich nicht dagegen argumentieren. Wie gesagt, sie behauptet ja nicht, dass es keine 3 Schüsse gab. I looked at windows, are 2 chances in a boat. Okay, dann pressen wir das hatten wir noch nicht. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture, clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Ja, eigentlich, man sieht ja gar nicht, ne? Man sieht ja nur Silhouetten. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Ja, weil sie es nicht gesehen hat. Okay, there was another bang. Und das haben wir noch nicht gepresst. Dann pressen wir das nochmal kurz. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country guy can be. That sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained.
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction, and the testimony worth nothing. Noting. But, Your Honor.
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh.
Nick, Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean,
but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
Ja, er springt immer dazwischen, wenn ich was fragen will.
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it!
Who was that?
It was me! Maya?
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. Court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong! Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? Oh, ich habe tatsächlich gar nicht zugehört. She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
Judge? Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Mr. von Kammer, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Und jetzt sind wir allein. Kurz den Akkustand prüfen. Alles klar.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else...
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement. I saw it as clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't scorn Maya's efforts either. Okay. Kürzestes Testimony on Earth. Ja, dann pressen wir mal. Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Oh, holy shit. Wir haben Schaden bekommen. Damn. Ja, weil wir gepresst haben? That's it? Uh-oh. Don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Okay. So, I saw it clear state. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Ja, ich meine... Man sieht ihn ja eigentlich nicht auf dem Foto. Von daher würde ich sagen, ich drücke einfach das Foto. Ja, würde ich auch sagen. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want to see. I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. And that's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she said it. Mr. von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart.
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. Finally found a hole in von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. Also sie hat einen Feldstecher bei sich. Darf ich pressen oder kriege ich dann wieder Schaden? So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Fancy tourists have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought binoculars with me. And binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Die Kamera, Moment. Set automatically to take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Ja, okay, es macht halt keinen Sinn, wenn sie Meteoriten fotografieren wollte. Erstens, warum sollte sie die Kamera auf den See richten? Und zweitens, warum sollte es auf laute Geräusche reagieren? Meteoriten hört man nicht. Von daher, ja, ich würde sagen, wir pressen mal weiter. Rein in die Olga.
This is make it or break it time.
The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is, perhaps, the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Maybe.
Very well. Miss Hart, will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Okay, das war's, ne? Okay. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, or...
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute!
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. Grr. No unnecessary comments, please.
Okay, Moment. The camera set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Und das ist nämlich falsch, genau. Denn selbst wenn sie dumm ist, wie Brot, würde sie nicht das auf den See zielen, sondern in den Himmel. Objection! You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the star, Miss Hart.
Oof.
Yeah, oof, indeed.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Show evidence? I don't know. Haben wir Evidence? Vielleicht Gordy, ja, würde Sinn machen. Gordy wurde kürzlich gesehen und dann dachte sie sich, oh, mal ein Foto machen hier. Easy peasy von einem kleinen Monster. Ja. Klingt sinnvoll. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? It was Gordy. Take that! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? Newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Schon wieder? Pff, I don't have proof, I have proof, Alter. Ja gut, ich muss es jetzt auch beweisen, also ich kann auch direkt I have proof klicken. Ich muss nur noch wissen, was. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that no witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
Darf ich das kurz nochmal checken hier? Giant Lifeform appears in Gord Lake.
Hot news.
Okay, man kann nichts lesen, außer A. Schön. Beweis, dass sie Dingens... Die Map beweist gar nichts, ne? Nee, nicht wirklich. Die Pistole hat ja eigentlich auch nichts damit zu tun mit Gordy. Die Kamera, das hätte auch mal wieder, ja. Autopsie. Das ja auch nicht. Vielleicht wegen dem lauten Noise. Macht Gordy ein lautes Geräusch? Vielleicht. Ja, das ist das Einzige, was irgendwie ein bisschen Sinn macht, glaube ich. Von daher probier es mal. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. The camera is set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Ja, das wollte ich lesen, aber... Wo hast du das jetzt gelesen, Phoenix? Ich kann das nicht lesen. Aber okay, es stimmt. Ich glaube, Larry hat es sogar gesagt, oder? Als wir den See am Untersuchen waren, hat Larry, glaube ich, was von einem lauten Geräusch gesagt. Well, you're trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order, order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are you Lars that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy, you got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Ja, wo er recht hat, hat er recht. Hey!
But as she so
succinctly, noch nie das Wort gehört oder ausgesprochen,
said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Karma gefällt es wohl nicht so ganz. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart, and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Tell him, Phoenix.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Karma is up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her, because... why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Showtime! Unsere letzte Chance! Lauders new testimony. So, ja, das ist okay. Ich bin mir auch nicht sicher, ob ich pressen darf. Vielleicht kriege ich wieder Schaden, wenn ich unnötig presse. Ich versuche mal so wenig zu pressen wie möglich. Ja, das ist okay. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Yeah, no one cares. That's why I was camping out by the lake, yeah. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at. Wasn't much else to look at. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands and I heard another gunshot. Okay. Also genau das gleiche hat sie letztes Mal aber nicht gesagt. Also bis hierhin ist halt alles, ja, Wayne. No one cares. I heard a bang. Press mal hier. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper, a sound than I would have expected. Okay. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Did you? There wasn't much else to look at? Yeah? I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at that boat. Stimmt. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush, puppies, pups. I'm getting there. Okay, then I saw a flash. Gucken wir hier auch nochmal ganz kurz. Was there nothing on the lake but that boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass, nobody was on the shore, neither. Better find some sort of contradictions in his testimony. I won't be able to beat von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay, ja, aber ich will hier drücken. Phoenix, was das? Genau, Phoenix hat da einen guten Punkt gebracht. Eigentlich sollst du ja für Gordy nach Gordy suchen, wenn du so ein Geräusch hörst. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you're not normal. But you are far from normal. Well, what? Y'all wanna step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testify that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you would need binoculars to watch that boat. True. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got a photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting.
Hä? Who is shooting? Who in... Ah, who's shooting who in this? So, jetzt hab ich's. Right. That's why I took this photo.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and... what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
Ah, she enlarged that photo. Why won't von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. But I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Go out with guns blazing. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You are the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Ooh, backfire.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement of the court to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo taken automatically on blah 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 blah. Okay, dasselbe.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lada Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. Ja, muss, weil sonst hätte er es gezeigt. Was haben wir hier? Also wir haben zwei Personen. Beide haben einen Mantel an. Die rechte Person feuert. Und sonst sieht man nichts. Wow. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Check the enlargement, show other evidence. Wait and see. Ja, wir müssen ja fast objecten. Also, das ist ja... Die Vergrößerung ist das Einzige, was wir haben. Wir haben nichts anderes, wir haben keine anderen Beweise. Wait and see, dann wird er einfach guilty. Von daher, wir haben ja eigentlich keine andere Wahl, ne? Your Honor. There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I show the judge what's strange about this photo. Kann ich? Kann nicht in die Evidence. Okay, nochmal. Zwei Männer. Der eine wird erschossen, der andere schießt. Beide haben Mantel an und sonst sehen wir nichts. Die Waffe, sehen wir hier irgendwas? Ich kann nicht in meine Evidence rein, leider. Fuck. Shit. Ich presse einfach mal die Waffe, weil sonst gibt's halt wirklich nichts zu sehen in dem Bild als die Waffe. Here, Your Honor.
Where? Mr. Wright, I understand you're in a tight spot. However, you have nothing to gain by making baseless claims of faulty evidence.
Uh-oh. Your Honor, never mind that my finger slipped. Please let me show you again. Okay. Oder habe ich daneben gezielt? Hä, sonst ist doch nichts auf dem Foto drauf. Bin ich dumm? Moment. Ah, warte mal. Ist es das? Moment. Vielleicht habe ich was. Ich drücke einfach mal. Ich sag noch nicht. Ich drücke einfach. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. Ja, richtig. This man's left hand.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hands contradicts. Da. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Aber es war die linke Hand im Foto. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints of the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Miss Hart, the victim himself, Larry. Das wäre ein bisschen bold, aber das ist ja das, was Edgeworth vorher gemeint hat. Das ist das Einzige, was er sich vorstellen könnte, dass es Suizid war. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order, order! So you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order, order! Mr. von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Okay, autopsy report updated. Sometime on blah blah blah, shoot from approximately 1 meter away.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Whew. Whew. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Huh. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Yeah? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Lada's deposition added to the court record. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. To be continued! Da sind wir durch. Und mein Laptop ist auch durch. 16% verbleibend. Ich muss ihn dringend wieder aufladen. Das heißt, wir werden das jetzt gar nicht mehr weiter in die Länge ziehen. Wir haben den ersten Tag überlebt. Wir haben ein bisschen was über Manfred von Karma erfahren. Ein böser Vampir, scheinbar, der uns nicht zu Wort kommen lassen will. Und laut Edgeworth, ja, alles tut, um zu gewinnen. Ja, aber wir haben es hingekriegt, mit Mayas Hilfe, dass wir weitere Statements von ihr herauslocken konnten. Ja. Und ich würde sagen, viel mehr werden wir dann im nächsten Part investigaten und hoffentlich erfahren, wer der Mörder ist. Bis dahin. Macht's gut, Leute. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und tschö.